What is the cringiest, most embarrassing thing that you said to a complete stranger? Help me out. I don't want to feel so alone in what happened to my phone call yesterday with someone. I don't even know if I knew what her name was. Maybe Latoya. I don't even remember her name. It was just a quick conversation with a customer service rep. It's Elizabeth and Radar here on the mix. And let me explain to you what happened. I had a rug that I needed to return from West Elm. And there was an issue with, can this rug be returned or not? We opened it. We laid it out.
Okay.
My husband took all the plastic and took all the barcodes and took everything and thought, okay, she's going to keep this. We're going to throw all that away.
Do all that all the time.
So
yeah,
it was gone when I finally got home and saw it laid out and realized, oh, this isn't going to work. This is not going to be a rug that we're going to keep.
Okay.
And of course, poor Eric. Does your partner feel this way? He's like, I don't know what's wrong with it. And I said, yes. I'm like, it doesn't look dark blue. It looks purple. I don't see purple. I'm like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. We're going to return this.
Sometimes us guys will say that, like, oh, I don't see purple. I see exactly what you see. Please keep this. Please keep this. Please. Oh,
why? Because it's so much work?
Yes, because I'm like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. Yeah, it brings out the color. It doesn't.
It's not fine. So because we didn't have this other barcode, and even when I went online, it was kind of confusing. Point being, I just wanted to talk to a person. Because I went back in the email, it wasn't really clear exactly what I'm supposed to take. And it's, a giant rug. So how am I going to get this thing all rolled up to take it to FedEx to ship it? So I needed to call customer service.
Okay.
And they were really helpful. But there was a little bit of back and forth. They had to sit on hold. They had to pull up the order. I mean, this is about a 15, 20-minute conversation. And this woman was very friendly during all of it. And I was in the kitchen doing other things while talking to her. This is what happens when you're multitasking. You're not fully present in what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get the dog stuff set to take her. So I'm packing up her things. And we wrap up the phone call. And she was like, all right, Elizabeth. She's like, does that sound good? You've got everything you need? I said, yep, sounds good. Thanks so much. She's like, all right, bye. I'm like, okay, love you. Bye. And she laughed. And I paused and I thought, what did I just say to this woman? And she's like, I love you too.
She answered you.
And I mean, look, there's worse things you could say to a stranger. I was so red in the face. And I said, and then of course I said, well, I didn't mean that. And then I thought,
why did you just,
I know. And then I felt bad saying like, I don't mean that come on, let's spread all the love. Let's
I don't
spread love
love you.
People.
Actually, forget it.
And she's like, no. She's like, I get it. She's like, I talk to people on the phone all day. You're not the first one that said something like that to me.
What else is said?
Well, because that's how Eric and I end a call. It's routine. That's how Brace and our son, we end a call. Family members, how we end a call. But I felt more embarrassed that I took it back when I said, oh, I don't mean it. And then when she understood that I said it accidentally, I naturally said, well, clearly your service was so great and so helpful. And she's like, well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And she's like, you have a great day. I'm like,
love you too.
You too. But I texted Eric. I said, I just told the woman with West Elm that I love her. And he's like, well, based on how much you shop there, you probably do love these people. And I said, all right, back up. But I couldn't believe I actually said that to this woman on the phone. Just so flippantly. I mean, we'll say that to listeners here. Like when you all call in, we'll be like, we love you. Because we do. We appreciate you. Yeah. But I couldn't believe I said it to a random woman on the phone.
Whoops.
With customer service.
It's funny that she played along. I love you too. You're awesome.
Yeah.
What is it? So I'm sure other people have had this happen.
Where you've said something cringy to somebody,
absolutely.
A complete stranger that you don't know. Did you tell someone that you love them and maybe you didn't actually mean it in the moment? It was just that muscle memory, that habit of how you end a phone call.
And you still to this day sit there in your mind and you go, I'm not going to do that again. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. And it's still hanging in your brain. It's not like you just flippantly said it and went, oh, okay, I messed that up. No, you're still sitting there going, God, I can't believe 3 weeks ago I said this, or last month I said this to this person in public. You got to tell us your stories.
At least this was over the phone. I didn't have to face her and say that and then take back the I love you. That was the part that made me feel bad. 414-432-1099 if you want to join the conversation. Help me not feel so alone. What did you say to someone, a complete stranger? It was embarrassing.
We want to hear your stories.
No idea.
And if you share, I'll share. Because
I will
do that too.
People on our Mix Instagram Live 21 Belf is saying, love you. Hey, love you too. Thanks
Love
for the
ya.
comment back.
You know it's Elizabeth and Radar. We love you back.
What is the cringiest thing you said to a complete stranger? Nivea, thanks for joining the show. It's Elizabeth and Radar. It's the mix. And yeah, I told a woman, West Elm, customer service, I ended the call with, I love you, because that's how I end calls with my
Love ya.
family members. I was on with her for so long, I felt like we're family at that
I
point.
love you too for spending all this money.
Nivea, what is your story?
Well, I had this mechanic. He was working on my car last year a couple of times throughout the year. My car was just, acting up. Anyway, my sister helped me find this great mechanic. And I remember catching myself feeling like you, right before I was leaving, I was so happy about how he was treating me in my car that I told him, I love you, rather than, and I just felt so like, I had to call my sister afterwards.
Yeah.
I had to call my sister.
Guess what I did?
You know what I just told Jeff?
Jeff the mechanic?
Yeah.
And Jeff the mechanic probably wiped that grease and oil off his face and said, Nivea, I love you too.
Drive that car, Nivea.
Well, actually, it's funny. He did tell me he loved me back, but it was like just in walking and passing and by, it was just part of that story. And it's like, I was dying. I called my sister and she was laughing. I'm like, oh my God. I just told Jeff I love
Yeah, but that's how we share the love, Nivea.
Exactly.
I mean, because we've got mixers now that are texting in to the Siding Unlimited text line that says, we tend to hate strangers without giving them a second thought. Why not love? We need more love. Love is contagious. Love that message. But also, I have no idea that I was also putting someone in an uncomfortable situation here on the mix last week. Listen to this, Nivea. We've got Stephanie with an F who texted in, signed her name, and said last week when I called in to talk to you guys about the secret lives of Mormon wives, Elizabeth, you said, I love you to me during the call. And I didn't know what to say. So I said, I love you too. And I felt really stupid after saying that.
It was a return thing that he said it back to me. And I'm like, let me get out of here.
Whoa, now careful.
I think this is how some videos start. You're going to get your car fixed and you tell the mechanic, I love him. And then he loves you.
You just need a quick lube. And then all of a sudden, hey, there you are. You're loving each other. Hey-o.
Nivea, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. It's 99.1 The Mix.